I am now going to give you a cool example of a symmetric relation. Imagine a hall full of 100 people. Let me call them A1, A2, A3 up to, let's say, A100. I am going to put an arrow from A1 to A2 if A1 shakes his hand with A2. Now please watch. Whenever A1 shakes his hand with A2, it is understood that A2 also shakes his hand with A1. You see, if I consider the relation of who shakes his or her hands with whom, that results in a relation, correct? And such a relation is obviously symmetric. Why is that? That's because, as I told you, whenever AI and AJ shake their hands, it is understood that the handshake is not just from one person to the other, it is a mutual one. Symmetric relations occur in situations where the relationship is mutual. As I told you, there are many such relations, namely the relationship of, let's say, he is my cousin. There is no situation where someone says, he is my cousin, but I am not his cousin. It's always mutual. In such a situation, we call it a symmetric relation, and this was an example. Let me now give you an example of something that is not a symmetric relation. And this relation, example, is a very popular one. You will see almost all textbooks quoting this example. Let me consider a few numbers. My set test is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. And I say A comma B belongs to my relation R, which, as I told you, is a subset of S cross S, if A divides B. I repeat, whenever A divides B, then I say A comma B belongs to the relation R. How does this relation R look like? You would have observed that it is obviously reflexive. Why is that? Because for every element A divides A. Isn't that obvious? Is it symmetric? Let's think. Do you think 2 divides 4 here? Yes, that's obvious. So 2 comma 4 belongs to R. But do you think 4 comma 2 belongs to R? Obviously not. So this relation isn't symmetric. So here is an example of a relation that is reflexive but not symmetric. In general, I want to show you if one can come out with an example of something that is not symmetric, and here is a good example.